Hey, Evelyn? Are you there? Come in. Over.
Riley! Hey, what's up? Anything to report? Over.
Things are pretty crazy here, Evelyn. There's a teenager, Olivia, that's been doing everything. I mean, she hasn't been doing everything, but she started the boulder rolling down the mountain. I think we're getting to the end, though, but just hang tight. Over.
All right, sounds good, Riley. Olivia? Ugh. I've never met an Olivia I liked. You know, I wish I could have offered more, just support in some way during all of this. It's been a night. Thanks for the update, Riley, and as always, call me when you plant it. Thanks.
Yeah.
Olivia will never forgive us, you know. How's that sit with you? Like, she'll never, ever.
Not great. Hell hath no fury like a pissed-off teen. Or something like that. Take it from me, they carry that torch of hatred to the grave.
Yeah, it sucks, right? Just knowing that the mere thought of you can ruin someone's day. But hey, she wanted the radio so badly, she should have welded it to her hand. So, let's take care of this last transmitter and never be forgiven. I'm scared of a radio. This is where my life is led. Add that to the list of things I'll never look at the same. And I don't mean radios. I mean, well, beer? Yeah, I think it'll feel a little different after tonight, if that makes sense.
I mean, you've gone through a lot
Let's get the
tonight.
transmitter placed. I can only eat so much panic.
She was still trying to experiment with this stuff, even then.
Mel, I still cannot believe the progress we've been making, and yet it feels as if we've barely begun climbing. Between your theories about the potential of the electromagnetic field and the technology we're developing, I feel illuminated. The bright light of possibility. I'm hoping for our next experiment, we could try a new location. Though I must say the silent audience of headstones is soothing to me, for however strange that must sound. I must confess, I took a look at Tom's headstone out of unconquerable curiosity. My deepest condolences. So young. Too young. Maggie. Alright. Well, we're missing 3 letters. And we're kind of getting to the end of the game. I'm actually I'm gonna do a quick little Google search just to be sure that I'm not gonna miss these. Alright. I know where the last letters are. Let's head out on our little adventure. Where does this go up anywhere? Oh yeah, this just goes back to the path above where Jacob's car is broken, which actually works out because it's one of the places I need to go. Along. Do a little check-in. Nobody has anything for me.
When we're done with all of this, you should come back here.
What do you mean?
This area.
Oh.
Best sunset view in town. 5 crisp dollar bills in your pocket, you find a better one.
So noted, and I intend to collect summers if it ain't up to snuff.
500 pennies, you have my word. Sunsets on Mars are blue. Did you know that? Something about the dust in the atmosphere? Blue Martian sunset.
That's pretty cool.
Saw it on a nature show. Because, technically, outer space is part of nature.
Like sky blue? Or, blue M&M blue?
More of a darky, cobalty blue, if you know what that is. Like a faded metallic blue. I'm kind of jealous, I mean, I'm totally down with Earthlian sunsets. No complaints. But, I don't know. Makes you wonder what else is out there. And how much of it we'll never get to see. Maybe that's just me. But maybe it ain't.
Envy no more, my man. We're going to Mars. You, me, Athena, pack some snacks.
Ha! You can pick the tunes.
I mean, hey. While it sucks that we won't be able to explore, well, and when I say we, I mean, is in all of us within this particular lifetime. Probably won't be going on any trips to Mars or seeing things from like the rings of Saturn or something. Is this the right way? I actually think I have to go that way. Hold on. It's okay. They both go to the same general area, but yeah, we'll go this way. But while it's a shame we won't like ever actually see those particular places, at least we do live like in an age where we can see and imagine so much in comparison to like say 40, 50 years ago. You wanted to like experience an otherworldly view 40 to 50 years ago, you really did just have to like be stuck with like, oh, I hope TV movies can scrap something together eventually. Maybe like a couple of paintings. That's all right. But like actually being able to experience things, I think is something more. We're getting there, right? Like with games, we've been able to, you know, do a lot of like actually exploring around in the world as a character. VR's becoming a thing, and being able to like be in a location in VR, even though currently a lot of VR games are like on like the older looking side with the way that graphics are. Eventually, it might get to a point where you can barely tell the difference between like reality and VR, and I want that in my lifetime. That'd be pretty sweet. And at that point, hey, you can look at a Martian sunset and not have to die from the radiation.
My mother was an undertaker. That's one way to start a letter, Maggie.
Mel, my mother was an undertaker. I grew up in a graveyard. They say a cemetery is no place for a child, but for me it's a place of happy memories. Somewhere I go on gray days. Sometimes, wandering besides the headstones, I swear I can still smell my mother's perfume. Funny that we should run into each other there. You don't meet many fellow amateur radio enthusiasts in the wild, let alone one conducting experiments. I must say, the amplifier you were working with has thoroughly piqued my curiosity, and homemade no less. Bravo. I've always theorized that increased amplification of, well, any signal really, could uncover all sorts of wonders and terrors and all those beautiful and awful things we dream about at night. For better or worse, I was hoping we could work together to see if these theories are true. Also, I would love to hear who Tom was, if you're so inclined. Maggie. Aww. I mean, Maggie was getting up to some interesting stuff, but the letters don't really say anything too crazy. I don't think Maggie was getting into the higher level of hijinks we're getting into. Hey, you know, like we've stepped foot in 1899. We dreamed about stepping foot in 1952. Alex has said stuff. Alex's line of saying she's gone a million miles just to see us eat breakfast, that was metal. That was a pretty cold line. And one of the reasons I don't really trust her. But like I kind of want to see both ways. Which means I'm going to have to like, you know, after we beat the game, I'm just going to like look up the other potential endings and things that can happen, because I have no idea where things are going for us. Like, I knew that we were gonna get at some point a mention about the original crew from OXENFREE I. You know, Alex, Ren, all of them. I fully, absolutely did not, I had no thoughts that they would end up just being the ghosts that have been fucking with us. Because yeah, obviously they communicate in a lot of the same ways that the original ghosts from OXENFREE I did, which is just like random blurbs of different radio stations. So they're not like usually talking in their own voices. But it's so interesting that like, after everything that we did in OXENFREE I, it almost seems like the ending they chose was like the worst. Although they, you know, obviously they're the writers of the game, the OXENFREE 1 and 2, so they can just kind of be like, yeah, it's... Oh, here we go, in front of the animal den. But yeah, the story can be whatever it is that they want, and I have to like look at things from a bird's eye view.
Anna. Who was Anna?
Jay, it was an accident. A careless mental mistake. 2 syllables. But you're not wrong. Anna's never far from my thoughts. Her name never far from my lips. Clearly. Do not think this is by choice. So much of my life is not by choice. So much of all of life. Or so I tell myself. I wish I could tell you it will never happen again. I wish I could tell you many things. I forgot, was Anna her sister? I don't think she ever had a daughter, so I think it was her sister. They were like experimenting. Jacob like told us about it earlier, but yeah, things are all over the place for me. Alright, let's make our way back down. I guess we can mess with the radio while we're here. Sheesh! Fucking nothing, huh?
If I was a betting man, I'd say nothing. I'm not a...
Can I go much further than, like... Yeah, okay, we can go a lot further this direction. Is this spelling something? Hold on. Ah, damn. Anyone? How? Oboe? Easy? Oh, Mike? Wait, fuck. Okay. I mean, it's spelled out of home, so that might be what it's going for. Trying to find a home, way back home. Huh. Oh, Nick! Nick, you alive?
Talk to me, Nick. Tell me you're safe.
Hey, Riley. I'm safe.
Hell
Things
yeah.
They've really settled out here. Really seemed like it was something else. But, yeah, smooth sailing now.
You sound
Foggy,
disappointed.
but smooth.
You're disappointed about this? Over?
Well, I guess I just thought... Every light is flipped on when you're a kid, you know? You want to do everything. Everything seems like... everything. It's in front of you. The lights of possibility. What you're gonna do, gonna be, who you're gonna meet. One by one, those lights get flicked off. And the rest are so bright you don't notice the darkness in the distance. Until you do. I'm sorry. Sometimes staring at calm water,
What's that expression? Getting old ain't for wimps. Nick?
I need to focus up. It's still foggy out. Give me a call later. Over and out.
All right, Nick. Well, I mean, I'm just glad you're alive. Goodness. I think I did a double check on that. I guess we really are ending up with many of these radio walkie-talkie stations not being used for anything. We'll see, though. All right. I'm real sad that, like, after our Jacobs talks about, like, oh, you can use the tunnels to get anywhere if you know where you're going, we never got, like, a map of the tunnels. Now, there's still time, but now that we've gotten most of the letters, I don't think that's happening. I think it was just a fun little tidbit that he was giving us. Try to make sure. Yeah, we should. This should be good. This should be the way I need to go. I was just wondering if there was a second way over to, like, the Garland area that maybe I could have used. God, Jacob and Riley must feel so sore. 3 a.m. They've just been walking and jogging and climbing for the last, like, 5+ hours. But I guess at least Riley has, like, a history of athleticism, so, like, it works out for her. Don't know about Jacob, but he's being a trooper. He's making it. Alright, let's try 76.5. No, not the station. Alright. Then we just feel things out. There you are. Very nice. Alright.
You know, it always blows my mind that someone had to invent the bridge. Like, I know they happen naturally, lightning hits a tree and it falls down and all that. But at least once, at one point, there was some guy looking at a river going, hey, wait a second, we can just go over it. They put this one up in the late 1800s.
It looks pretty big and sturdy.
I guess that's why I'm thinking about it. How people must have looked at it, the bridge. And for some people, it was their only way to work. Maybe it was where they had their first kiss, right? A first fist fight, where they proposed. But now, that bridge doesn't mean anything. It's just, you know, I don't know. It just makes you think. I don't want to live forever. But I don't want to die forever either. You know what I mean? I don't want to be actual nothing, you know? But an eternal consciousness is just as scary.
Oh, come on. Who could possibly forget you? You're a...
questionable
You know.
owner.
Jacob Summers, disheveled fix-it man for hire.
Oh, thank you.
He's just thinking about himself. He's like, yeah, me, Jacob. I've got mixed feelings on the subject. Depends on things. No, I don't want to go back into the eternal dark void of nothingness. But that one is what it is. When it happens, it happens. But as for, like, living forever, were it a possibility, there would be a lot of caveats. There'd be, like, a lot of little dots of, like, hold up, what is it like living forever? What's the circumstances? Can I do things? Can I physically interact with things? Or am I an observer? Am I an observer that can talk with other observers? Like, am I like one of these ghosts? Do I have more control? I don't know. Are they actually lasting forever, or are they just kind of withering out?
Oh, hey, see that? Not the church, but the behind the church. It's part of the old mine system. We could probably get up there if we find the other end of the tunnel. Which, you know, big if.
I feel like you literally pointed past a more obvious choice.
What I mean is that the ledge up there seems like the best spot to drop a transmitter. To me. But full transparency, I honestly just wanted to suggest a plan A before it became, let's climb the rickety church tower. Maybe you have other ideas.
We can do the mines.
Yep, I'm on board. Let's find the other end.
Hey, you're the one with the transmitters.
Whoa, what the fuck's going on here? What is this?
What is this?
Broken? I'm not 100% sure what it used to be, but that doesn't look functional. Huh. I think I've seen one of these before.
It's a weird-looking weird thing, Jacob. Please don't touch it.
Oh, I'm not. Broken or not, who knows if it's grounded. I'm just curious. I wonder what that cable is connected to, and what it's for.
Well, considering it's going downwards towards what I'm assuming is the mine, yeah, we'll probably find out soon enough.
1848 to 1892, 1870 to 1892, 1861 to 1892. Almost all of these over here died in 1892.
Yeah, similar story over here. Something bad, I guess? Gold rush era town. I wonder what happened.
Huh? What do you mean? Okay, hold on. We've had some stories. I mean, I don't actually. Was Jacob with us when we talked to Shelly about this? I'm pretty sure Shelly told us about the story of how parentage started. The whole like fucking fire that killed a whole bunch of people, and then like because they saw a portal open up in the sky, they fucking made a whole like religion out of it. I'm pretty sure that's what all of those
Riley?
are. Oh.
Are you there?
Shit, right. She's got another radio.
What do you want, Olivia? Over.
I saw you losers walking in, but you totally didn't notice me. Oblivious. Caught up in your own crap. No one and nothing else could possibly exist.
Oh yeah? How'd I look?
Old. I tried to get some replacement tech off those, whatever the hell they are. It's all bolted together, so I broke it instead. But look, you have no idea what you're trying to, like, prevent. You can't stop the weather, it's the equinox. You know what that means? You know that thing you saw in the sky? To you, it's the ocean. And you're trying to build a dam with twigs. It's a waste of time. And it won't work. Okay?
I don't know if you've ever heard of beavers, but...
Listen, I'm gonna save you some trouble, cause I know you're just dying to say. You think you know everything, but you're young and blah, 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 vomit, choke, die. But here's my secret. I know that I don't know everything. I
Wow.
don't know how ketchup works.
Oh, what?
So save it.
Well, there's not much to the condiment, just tomatoes and sugar. Probably some food dye.
Go put some tomatoes in a pot and sprinkle sugar on top, see if you make ketchup. My point is, I know one thing for sure. I know what I want. I know it, and I know I can get it. And I think that's a lot more than most people. Do you know what you want, Riley? Think about that.
I don't know. Probably a lot of things.
What an annoying person.
Yeah.
I almost said the B word. Sorry.
Right? Let's hurry it up.
Yeah, she's pretty intolerable, but like, she's a teenager. All right, like I'm sure that like, if a 15-year-old, okay, well, actually, I don't know, but maybe like a 13 or 14-year-old me, maybe between the ages of 15 and 18. See, it's just weird because I was doing content at the age of 15. I can go back and look at what my personality was like, and obviously I'm me. I kind of know like a little bit about where I was, but I think a little bit. If you found me on a really egotistical day, I could have been like Olivia.
Parentage was trying to recruit Maggie Adler or something?
Let's see. Ingrid, while I appreciate your attempts to rouse this old sleepwalker, I don't think Parentage is the group I need. I'm sure they're good people. You're good people. But I really don't need a social club, and particularly one with such obscure beliefs. I know you said I could ignore the bells and whistles, as you put it, the star maps and all that, but I can't help but feel uneasy with the things they choose to call important. Changing the context of your perspective is manipulation, Ingrid, even if it's for an ostensibly good purpose. Regardless, at the end of the evening, I'm perfectly content with my books, my thoughts, and my easy chair. The chattering of wind chimes is enough for me. Thank you for the invite, M. Yeah. Well, that is all of the letters. Well, not all the letters. That's all the letters we need to spawn the last letters. So I'm gonna just go ahead and double back and grab that in case we're near a point of no return and don't know it. I just want to be on the safe side. Plus, it lets me, kind of, I guess, give her more thoughts. But yeah, she's a teenager. a teenager who's suffered, you know, like she lost both of her parents. She's been in this like cult, and she's gotten like actual communication from the other side. Like, she's got plenty of reasons to be a super insufferable know-it-all teenager. So it's annoying, but it is what it is, and maybe we can, I don't know, find some kind of middle ground, because there might be something we can do that like actually helps, you know, Alex, and at least Alex and her gang. I don't know about bringing, you know, the 50 plus dead crewmen. I don't know about them. I don't know how that whole party is going. We know at least one of them is still around. He saved his great niece. Yeah, because he was like an uncle. Or was he great or was it great? It doesn't matter. Either way, he saved his family member through, you know, the cryptic messages. So they're still around in some kind of way. But in regards to the topic of like living forever, obviously Jacob brings it up. We're dealing with like legitimate ghosts that are long beyond their time. Alex and them would be a little bit more recent, so we don't really know about that. But again, from their perspectives, maybe it's been a long ass fucking time. It's funny because she seems like she's kind of gone off the deep end a little bit, but her friends are chill. They're just like, hey, how's it going? What's up? And she's just like, I have walked 1,000,000 miles just to see you have breakfast, Riley. You have stopped everything we have worked for. And it's like, god damn, okay, fucking, I guess. I wouldn't want to live forever if it became like that for me, you know? But yeah, live forever in a way where I'm like biologically intact, and like, you know, I've got, you know, maybe like artificially enhanced memory and like / brain, so I'm not like super forgetful about things that happened 200, 300 years in the past. And like, I could see myself wanting to last for a while within like a good living circumstance across time. But not as a ghost. Because if I'm a ghost, I'm gonna be fucking haunting people. That's what's waiting for me on the other side. You know, boo. Jacob, I have one last mystery for you. I don't know if you read these letters. I doubt you do. You always follow instructions so well. But just in case, of the many mysteries I've shared with you, there's one I have never solved, and I know I never will. So I'll leave it to you to put together the pieces. Please solve the mystery of how to walk away and not look back. The canola, the radio signals, the lights in the sky, let them die of neglect. You deserve better than the dusty regrets of an old woman too afraid to let go. One last mystery. Solve it. With affection and apologies, Maggie. Aw, and then she has a little drawing of herself and like younger Jacob.
Oh.
She was right. I never read them.
How are you feeling?
It's, complicated. Which is just another way of saying it's hard, and I don't want to talk about it. But it is complicated.
Do you want to talk about it?
I probably should. The list of shoulds. Such a tapestry. Come on, let's, you know, move on. Yeah, let's get going.
Hey, come on. Talk to me. Clearly she was important to you.
I won't lie, things aren't perfect. I'm not perfect. But Maggie didn't burden me. She freed me. What I did with that freedom is on me, not her. I wish I could tell her that, but I can't. So I guess I won't.
She was really lucky to have been your friend.
We were both lucky. Two lucky, sad weirdos. I'll take it. Well, I guess I broke my promise. Forgive me, Maggie.
Oh, Jacob. I wish there was an option there to, like, offer a hug at the very least. It's interesting that, after gathering all of her letters, you know, me as the player, I did kind of have the expectation that, like, finding all the letters was gonna unravel, like, one big extra bit of secret. But her final letter is like, hey, no, drop it. Like, don't get obsessed with this stuff. It's okay to just move on. Of course, you know, story-wise, there's a whole lot of different layers there as to why she says that. For her, she lived, like, all of the rest of her life kind of, like, obsessed with this whole thing. From what we know, what she wrote in her letters, she stuck to herself. She was just a hermit living on an island with only, like, the occasional interactions with people as she continued her own little experiments with the USS Canola and everything that obviously, like, in OXENFREE 1, we got to see more, like, I think we actually got to go to her house on Edwards Island in OXENFREE 1 and, like, put together more of, like, a mystery and, like, a story of what was going on there. But here we didn't really get anything super duper conclusive. Just kind of like, oh, she saw some green flashes. She knows about, like, hey, don't leave your TV on after 10 p.m. And yeah, higher signal frequencies can maybe just theorize that it could have a bigger effect on the experiments. But we didn't get anything else. So, like, hey, you know, after I beat the game completely, I'll honor Maggie's wishes. I won't be super worried about what's going on with the USS Canola and Alex and all those other things. But until then, there's a giant hole in the sky. So there's pressing concerns to be worried about. I am sad, though, that we still haven't... We're not going to Edwards Island. Getting a little bit closer to, like, things going on here. It's all about just wandering around Kamina.